So we're at the Two River Mall and we just went to Decathlon and we bought some camping equipment because we decided we want to go do a safari in the Masai Mara, and the accommodation is very expensive, but if you come with your own tent it's much more reasonable, like 10 euros per night, maybe per person. So this is it, we have a tent, sleeping bag, mattresses, we're doing it. In order to make it in the cheapest way, we had to organize it ourselves. First, we decided to invest in some camping equipment.
We're going camping!
We are so packed. But we've heard that to make it on a budget, you need your camp and you need your food for 2-3 days.
That's what we're doing. Heading to Narok.
To keep the cost low, we're going to Masai Mara by our own means, using matatus.
So we made it to Narok and we're at the bus station in a super nice cafe surrounded with many beautiful birds, and hopefully we'll make it to Masai Mara tonight and we're gonna be camping.
Testing our equipment. Four spare should fit here.
Yeah.
Once in Talek, that's the town just outside the reserve, the last piece of the puzzle is to find a car with a driver. And Crocodile Camp, where we're staying, helped us arrange one for the next morning.
So we just arrived to our camp. It's called Crocodile's Camp, and it was probably the cheapest option for us to stay for 1 or 2 nights.
Super cheap, like 12 euros per night with our own tent. And we have a great view. Just behind us there's this river full of crocodiles and hippos, and behind is Masai Mara.
So we're planning to do a full day safari tomorrow, and depending if we find other people, we're like keen to do a joint which is cheaper.
Yeah.
But if not, it's still quite okay. It should be less than $180.
Yeah. So
and
actually,
we can still negotiate.
Super nice.
Yeah, looking forward.
We're gonna build a tent.
So what I can offer on today's menu is the cashew, sweet banana bread, peanut butter, and the premium safari Kenyan chowder. Woo! I propose starting with the sweet.
The birds that brings the kilos.
Pelican?
No, not a pelican. The bird that brings the babies.
Yes, crane.
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 Yeah. Just up it, because we're overlooking Masai Mara. It's crazy.
Super nice. I mean, this is probably the nicest lunch I had in a long time because of the view.
I know. And like again, this accommodation, like $12 a night. Like what? And we're alone in the camp at the moment, so also it was extremely private and...
Yeah, I don't
so
know
cool.
why, but we always end up alone everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like we're meant to be alone. What's on the menu?
Granny. Wow, it's so dense.
Good morning from Masai Mara.
It's 5:30 and we're gonna go on this safari today.
Yeah, we woke up super early. It's gonna be the full day safari, and already the animals are getting us hyped up, so we hear all the kinds of noises.
Mm-hmm. Some hippos right now.
Or lions. I don't know. Pretty excited.
Yes. This is so fancy and this is just for us.
Advice number 1. If you are planning to do just one full day of safari, make sure to insist on starting your day at the park opening, which is 6 a.m. The animals are most active in the morning and then again in the late afternoon. In the morning, it was pretty chilly, so it might be a good idea to pack some warm clothes or dress in layers.
Masai Mara is famous for having the top 5: lions, leopards, elephants, buffaloes, and rhinos. But keep in mind that it's a huge game reserve where animals are free to move and even cross borders with Tanzania's Serengeti. So don't have too big expectations of seeing all of them in one day. But if you have a specific animal that you would love to see, tell your driver and he will do his best to track that animal for you.
Drivers are communicating via radio to share location of the animals they spotted, so you often end up sharing the experience with other people. Around lunchtime, all the animals are sleeping and we do the same. After a lunch prepared by the camp, we take an afternoon nap just few meters away from the lions. The highlight of the safari for us was witnessing a chase between a cheetah and a small antelope and seeing the cheetah in a close proximity feeding on its prey. It was a long but rewarding day, and we are finishing the drive at the park's closing time at 6 p.m. with the sunset.
So this is how we managed to do a full day safari in Masai Mara for less than 200 euros per person. We're super happy to have managed, and we've written a blog post in case you want all the details in writing. And we're continuing our journey from Cairo to Cape Town, so consider subscribing if you want to follow our adventures throughout Africa. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye! Thank you!
Oopsie, I made a mistake. Let's not tell Lisa, but I put outside, but under this tree. And so, actually there's so much poop everywhere now, like, up, one poop, one or two on the shirt of Lisa.